What's going on, guys? I'm actually, no claps. I don't want claps. I'm not up here for that. I want to talk to every fucking white person here. Every single one of you. Because some of you are struggling to continue this because it's too much. It's been too much for you guys. You've been black for 2 fucking weeks. 2 fucking weeks. And it's too much for you. Some of you are burnt out. You're burnt out. I've been to every fucking rally in Vermont. Recording. No, none of that. I don't need that. I've been to every one. Recording. Trying to actually get something that we as people, all of us here, people, not white, not black, not queer, not straight, like people. So we can look back on this monumental moment, these ideas that we call justice and peace. So we can look back on that and be like, we were a part of that. We effectively were a part of that. But that's just it, effectively. Some of you, again, I'm talking to white people. Some of you are just here, but still at home. Some of you are just here, but still at home. That's bullshit. And for you to even, like, I see some people walking away because, by the way, amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see some of you walking away. And I'm cool with that. I see it. I see it. I'm cool with that, but it's been too long for you. We're talking 400 fucking years and 2 months, 2 weeks has been too fucking long for you. And I'm expected to care about your white tears or your white opinions. I'm supposed to care about the fact that I'm standing up here having to defend my culture because you are too scared to do that yourself. Me being up here isn't enough. How many of you have, again, I'm talking to white people. How many of you guys genuinely watched George Floyd's video? The murder of George Floyd. Raise your hand if you watched the whole thing. Don't just kind of raise your fucking hand. Get your hands off your knees.
Right here.
If you guys watch that in 2 weeks, a month and a half is it's burning you guys out, you are part of the fucking problem. I don't want to, like, it pisses me off that I literally have to watch people getting clapped as they go to defend who the fuck they are. Like you guys are clapping like this is some sort of basketball game. Hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't appreciate. I'm not saying don't show love and respect. But what I am saying is don't just sit there and be at home at the same fucking time. Don't sit there and look at your watch like, wow, this is really dragging on. Because the second I walk away from this mic, like every other individual that came up here today, besides a couple of you, this is our fucking reality. Like, we're literally defending our reality. And some of you don't fucking get it. You don't get it. I was adopted at the age of 3 and have been defending the same bullshit, literally, for 26 years. I walk into my own home, okay, guys, adopted, okay, quick story. Adopted at the age of 3. A lot of shit happened, voila, I'm here. 2 weeks ago, we want to talk about where systematic racism starts. It starts in our fucking homes. For most of us. You want to sit there and say you understand, like, oh, you guys really get it. you really get it. Well, let me give you a prime example. And just so I respect the people I'm about to talk about, I'm not going to say their names. However, they are my parents. I felt the need to reach out to them because something happened, something altered in my life. This is 2 fucking weeks ago. Something altered in my life, and I felt it necessary to reach out to my parents to speak to them about it, right? As I walk in my house, in order for me to even be able to look my parents in the face, I felt the need to sit on the ground so I didn't intimidate them with the fact that what was gonna come out of my fucking mouth was gonna be something they couldn't possibly relate to. I literally sat on the ground and looked up at them so my own parents weren't intimidated by me. White people, I am talking to you. My own white parents are intimidated to hear the fucking truth. And I know some of you people, it's normally the people in the fucking back. Can you hear me? My parents are too intimidated to look their son in the face and to admit that the exact system that fucks with me, fucks with all of my black brothers and sisters here, they play a fucking role in. Parents, sisters, I need you to understand that I don't want high fives. I don't want claps. I don't want you to appreciate me more because I put down my camera and did what I felt was the right thing to do. I don't give a shit about that. What I care about is what you guys are actually going to do when you leave this area, this immediate area. That's what I give a shit about. Don't clap for me. Don't be here because, you know what? I went to a BLM movement today. I feel good about myself. Because guess what? The shooting's not gonna stop. The killing is not gonna, it's still fucking happening. Do you know how confident you have to be as a cop? By the way, that chief that was up here, if you guys couldn't tell, he was a load of bullshit. If you couldn't tell, he stood here and mumble. Everybody, he mumbled. Like, what do you mean? No, what we mean is, you're sitting here and defending something. You're sitting here, you see it just like we see it. Where is he right now, actually? Right where? Tell him to walk out front real quick, because I personally want to speak to him. What's his name? Does he have a name? John? John, please come out front.
Yo, thanks for standing 10 toes down, bro.
I need you right here, sir. No, I'm asking you very nicely. Could you please, I want to have a face-to-face with you. Okay, you'll talk up here? I would like you, okay, perfect. Let me do the hard work. Here we go. We had an individual. We had an individual stand up here, right? And question you, correct? That's what happened. No, I need you to, does that work? We're having a conversation, sir. We had someone stand up here and ask you questions, correct?
Yes.
And you couldn't get away from the political responses. Could you? No, tell me. When you go home at night, what's the first thing you think about? What's the first thing you think about? I'm asking you a simple question. What's the first thing you think about?
I don't know.
You have, no. So hold on. You don't know, perfect. So you live your life every fucking day and you have no idea what the first thing you think about is when you get done working, right? Let me tell you what I think about. The first thing I think about when I go home is, that was a long fucking day. That was a long fucking day of the bullshit that I have to go through on a regular basis. So you being the chief of police have no thought at the end of your day. You can't tell me one thing that you think about. You couldn't answer her questions. By the way, amazing job. You couldn't answer her questions. I'm trying to make it as simple as it can be, and I'm showing everybody here what a bullshit response is. So you're telling me you live your life every single day and you have no clue what you think about when you get done and you go home for the day.
It's different and it depends on the day.
So tell me. Don't give me a political response.
How is that a political
I'm asking you to tell me. Am I?
One specific thing you think about. Oh, thank God I'm here for my kids. Thank God I survived today.
Thank you.
Thank God that, you know what, I didn't die.
Thank you.
He's asking one specific thing you think about when you reach your household and your threshold.
Those are all things that police officers think.
No, okay, we're done. Hold on.
That's what I came up with.
Hold up. This is peaceful. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you. Back to you guys. I'm done with political responses. And I'm done with having to fucking defend who I am on a regular basis to people that don't give a fuck about who I am. So if you are white and you are here and you are not listening to what I have to say, understand this. You are absolutely just as much the problem. Thank you.